No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion, Hogan.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure four leg lock. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Feels good.
Yeah. What's up, Dre?
Oh man, dealing with sickness with the family. The kids decided they wanted to bring home some germs from school, so that's been wonderful.
Never ends.
Does little Bronson Reed, does he give you any type of attitude when you say, "Yo, wash your hands"?
Not anymore. He used to.
Oh well, my 11-year-old gets huffy and puffy when I said, "Did you wash your hands?"
Yeah, it's just I think he's so used to us asking that now that actually he's gotten to the point where he actually just does it now. But every now and then we'll catch him. Did you wash your hands? And he'll be like, all right, and he'll just turn back around. My wife always says, "Did you wash your hands? Did you put the seat down?"
Kavian's good about the seat down. Amari still has a little trouble with the seat down type of thing. And Anaya, we've been potty training. She's finally like, I don't want to jinx it, but she's pretty much like good now. She gets her little booster seat thing, and she does her own thing. So that's life of dads.
Beautiful.
I meant to hit that.
Nothing better than when kids can just go on their own.
Yep, that, and when they can feed themselves without choking. Like, still, I'm just like Tavian last night. He's eating like lasagna or something. One of his little microwavable meals, like he's McAllister. And I look over, and the dude's eyes are tearing up, and he's like choking. Come on, man! You're 11 years old and still choking.
Yeah, chew, son, chew.
Oh, Wonder Man! It is good to be back here in Cousin Tyrone's basement.
Yep, good to be here in King Gunther's guest room again. He, did what he needed to do last night against that bum Jay Uso, and we're just going to terrorize him all the way to Mania. That's what we're doing. That's what Team Gunther's doing.
And I'm cool with that because, when it matters, King Gunther's not going to show up. Yeah, you could choke out Jay when it doesn't matter. But can you show up when it matters? When we're probably night one, April 19th, underneath the Las Vegas lights at WrestleMania 41, are you able to do that same thing? Are you able to keep that same pressure?
He is. Yep, he is. And he will. We'll get there. I mean, we'll do a Mania preview, before Mania. But yeah, I'm fine. He's fine. We're good.
All right. I did like a Jey Uso orange attire. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Jey Uso orange, long entrance per usual.
We haven't seen Jay say, "You guys are doubting me anymore." It seemed like we were going to get this long paraded out, "You guys doubt me, everybody doubts me" type of promo run, but it kind of happened a couple of times. We really haven't seen Jay in 2 weeks? Like as far as like the entrance and everything like that. He came in, he saved Otis and Sawa, but we really haven't seen as much as we have lately of Jey Uso.
Yeah, he's just feeling himself, which is fine. It's whatever. He can feel himself all the way up until he takes an L.
It's not happening. What do we want to start? We want to start with some SmackDown action?
We got to start with, we've been gone a couple of weeks. We got to start with the biggest heel turn in the potentially the history of wrestling. I don't know. I still feel like the Hogan thing, we got to see how this all plays out. But yeah, the John Cena heel turn.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. We get Cody Rhodes. He's in the ring, and then we get The Rock come out. What's gonna happen? Is Rocky got randomly Travis Scott with him? It's really random, but we get the mashup between Travis Scott's was it Fiend? It was a Fiend.
Yeah, we know it.
The mashup. Yeah. All right, we've seen the New Orleans mashup with The Rock. Okay, we're getting a bunch of mashups now.
Yeah.
But we get Rocky. We get all blacked out Travis Scott. They meet in the middle of the squared circle with Cody Rhodes, and Rocky asks him, "What's up, man? You gonna be my champion? Do I have your soul?"
Yep.
What did Cody say?
Hits him with the F off, a straight F off to Dwayne. and it wasn't even like a soft F.
It was not. It was surprising. It was, that whole night we got a bunch of B words, we got
Yeah.
F words.
Yeah.
Even Pat McAfee dropped a couple,
Mhm.
I think, if I remember. I think I heard some issues,
Yeah.
which was, surprising. But hey, we're in a new era.
Yeah. Yeah.
But ultimately, Cody Rhodes tells him to F off. John Cena's behind him. John Cena's just chilling.
In that moment, I text you.
Yes.
Do you remember? I said, "Oh my God, John Cena's turning." Obviously, it was 30 seconds later when it happened, but I was just like, this is happening. Oh my God.
A huge turn, which I did not, I thought it was Cody. I thought for sure something's going to happen with Cody. He's been and to be honest with you, Wonder, I don't know if I'm fully in on Cody not being heel. Cody's still dressed in all black. There's been a wardrobe change. He hasn't been blue and white and red. He hasn't been bright colors. He's been very melancholy, very dark. And even with the bruise on his face, that's a whole heel type of look. And so I'm not fully convinced yet that Cody is not gonna sell his soul. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what the heel turn would look like for Cody right now, but Cena ends up hitting him in the crotch. I've never seen
kick to the nuts.
Never seen Cena hit somebody in the nuts
to the nards. Wolfman's got nards, if you will. Monster Squad. Do your research. Yeah, crazy. Kicks him, and I mean the hug, the 3 or the 2, whatever it was. See, now my mind's foggy, but
kind of coming from the cheek too. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, it was a little weird. I'll say this. The one thing I didn't love, and I truly felt like it didn't have to happen, was the Travis Scott portion. Like, we didn't need that. Like, okay, walk out. But then I was like, man, he's just going to keep on trucking into that ring. He's still going with them. He's still going.
What is Travis? How does Travis Scott fit into this whole picture?
Yeah.
Is Travis Scott going to be just like a henchman? Is he going to be the theme song to John Cena?
Yeah.
Heel turn?
I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know. I don't know. It's just kind of like one of those things to make it bigger, but how much bigger can you make this? I feel like with The Rock, with John Cena, Cody Rhodes, I don't know how much bigger it can get. Like, I don't know if adding Travis Scott brings in different eyes. Like, maybe it does, but I don't know. I hated him. I hated the slap to the ear, busting the eardrum. Kayfabe, I don't know. We don't know, but yeah.
Question with Cena, with the Cena heel turn. We've known Cena never give up, very positive. He even when his opponents are down, he doesn't capitalize on it. He's always giving people a fair fight. Is all that out the window now? Do we get a whole wardrobe change? Are the jorts going bye-bye? Are we going to get cargo shorts? Like, what does heel Cena look like?
I don't know. I've been wondering that. And I was like, why hasn't he shown up since? But I guess he'll be on the next Raw. Is his next scheduled appearance on the 17th?
Which, that Raw is going to be amazing.
Yeah. Guess we have to wait for that.
On that is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you'd have to think he can't come out looking like, Fruity Pebbles John Cena anymore. But I don't know what that looks like. Because how do you know? Like, it's 20 plus years of being the good guy.
Is he it's Germany, right? Is that their stop on Monday?
I don't know. I know Germany is is one of the stops, but I don't know if that's what Monday is. But yeah, they're in Europe.
Because I'm thinking when this whole farewell tour, he's been matching the big thing in that city, right? So I'm thinking, what is he gonna be a soccer jersey or something? I don't know.
Well, I don't even know if all right, let me back up. When he was at his press conference the time before this, right before he turned, there was something along the lines of merchandise and like, I don't remember the exact terms, but it was something around the lines of not selling merchandise if he was a bad guy. Like, it was kind of like thrown out there as a question. And so, is there merch? like we saw the Travis Scott Rock, John Cena T. But is there anything other than that? I hope so, because I'd love to get a heel John Cena merchandise. I don't want the Rock and Travis Scott T-shirt. Like, I'm
Yeah,
good
the
on that.
wrestling is
Jack
real.
Jack. Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. But yeah, I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see how we lead up to Mania, like, and the eventual match at Mania, and it's in Vegas. And do we get Stone Cold? Does he come out to help? Does he, help preserve the good guys? There's all this talk about, if, at some point he said if Cody needs help, I'd be there to help him or something.
Man, there's so much going on. There's so many twists and turns to this thing. Breaking kayfabe, not even breaking kayfabe, but they announced SummerSlam is going to be the same place where Rocky and Cena had their last match, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that when Cena goes back to being face? Do we see a Rocky Cena SummerSlam?
I don't think so, because I truly think I truly think Cena's winning the title at Mania.
Oh, Cody drops the title to Cena.
This is all because like he beat Ric Flair's record, right?
Yeah.
And I just feel like if he doesn't at Mania, like how does he break that record? Because why even do this whole thing if he's not going to break the record? I don't know. I don't know, man. There's so many questions.
Do you continue the Cody Cena saga after Mania?
I would think so. I would think you'd have to, especially if Cody's losing. And it seems like, I mean, with Cena being here for the rest of the year, well, you keep that story for a little bit anyways. And then the eventual face turn, having him go back to be a good guy in some form or fashion.
If you got The Rock, John Cena, Travis Scott, everybody that has been buddies with Cody Rhodes is occupied.
Mm-hmm.
Randy's fighting KO. Jey Uso has his own thing with Gunther. Who is going to step up and save the American Nightmare? Who is going to be? Is it Rocky? Stone Cold.
I think Stone Cold. I think he's the guy to come out and help. And you don't even need to tell more of a story after that with him. Just he comes out and stomps some mud holes,
Oh.
And maybe there's something that Punk does. Maybe Punk comes out but I don't know.
I think Punk is occupied with this triple threat that I think we're getting at Mania.
Well, he absolutely is, but I think obviously, not obviously, but I feel like maybe those matches are on 2 different days.
Ooh. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah,
because we got 2 nights, 5 matches each.
Probably more than 5 each. I bet you we get 6 to 7 night 1, and then probably 5 on night 2, maybe 6 on night 2.
So looking at the card, we haven't got the full card, but we obviously get Punk, Rollins.
Reigns.
I'm thinking the triple threat,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's what we're thinking. Are we thinking Io Sky triple threat as well?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We obviously got Jey and Gunther.
Yep. Charlotte and Tiffy. We got Cena, Cody. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's 5.
We're gonna get probably
Randy KO.
Yep. We're gonna get Styles, Paul. We're gonna get, I guess, Breaker and he has a match coming up. Who's Breaker?
Isn't it AJ? What I thought AJ and Breaker had that face off.
Well, I did too until last night.
Yeah.
When the Paul AJ thing happened, because that felt like a swerve to me. But it's because both of them are good guys.
What about Strowman, Fatu? You think that's gonna be one? Do you think we get Fatu for Mania yet?
Yeah, but I don't know how they get there. I thought it would be or maybe that's the beginning of the Solo Jacob falling out. Or the action, not the beginning, because they're planting seeds, but maybe that's when they actually fall out.
So we got potentially close to 7 already made.
Yeah, and we're gonna have probably a U.S. women's title match, potentially an IC title, women's IC title. There'll be some kind of something with the U.S. title since LA Knight won that back. So yeah, you're gonna have a lot of matches. I'd assume there's some type of tag team turmoil, 4 teams, whatever.
Does Naomi plead her case and get a match with Jade?
Oh, 1000%. That's happening at Mania. Yes. So we got a lot of matches.
And honestly, like every single one of those, I would be excited to watch. Like, there's not one where I'm like, maybe it depends on who goes after Chelsea, because Chelsea's gonna give us a good match. I mean, that match she had, that street fight that she had with Meechin was pretty good.
I'd love a. I mean, just to fit as much talent as possible. Like, let's have some type of women's ladder match for that. We all know Chelsea's scared of ladders, but maybe that's another story they tell again and recycle that a bit. But it's just a good match, you know. I don't know.
What does Penta go after LA Knight? Or what do you see Penta?
Yeah, maybe he's in that US title picture. I don't know though. Two different shows, really.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe it's the ice. Maybe it's the IC. Maybe there is some type of IC match. No, because that would I don't know, man. They got a lot of work to do in the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, for sure. And I think our headline has to be Cody. You know, that was one thing that Triple H said, is that we don't have a headliner yet. But just after the heel turn, I think there's no bigger night than on 420 Saturday night, or no, that'll be Sunday, right?
Sunday would be the Cody match. Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday night, Cody, Cena.
Yeah. Wait, it's the 20th of April?
Yeah, it's the Easter. It's on Easter Sunday.
Man, so they're okay, so they have a lot longer time. I thought why did I think it was earlier?
Nah,
because
the
generally they do these paper 19th. So they got a long time to get into some of these stories. So truthfully, we could have a Fatu solo match at Mania. Because in my head, we had 3.5, 4 weeks.
That's where the writing's on the wall. You see the way Jacob and Solo walked in this last time.
Yeah.
Solo thought he was the front man, and Jacob, he ain't paying him no mind. Jacob is on. He's tunnel vision right now. Jacob knows he's the guy.
Oh man,
how good was it seeing Roman come in after the cage or during the cage match?
It was awesome. The only thing I hated was that the crowd saw him before we did, because the crowd was losing it, and I was like, okay, here comes Roman or somebody. I just figured it was Roman, but bro, that was dope. The ending, where obviously he got his lick back against Seth, but then when he went in and he saw Punk talking to or hugging or whatever Paul Heyman, and then whooped his ass, I was like, oh yes.
What does this mean? Because we know Heyman and Paul are Heyman and Punk are cool, right? We know that was once his manager, his wise man, right? So, and we know that there's this favor lingering over Paul Heyman. So what's gonna happen? What is gonna happen with Roman and Punk?
I can't wait. I don't know.
Are we gonna see the turn from Paul Heyman turn his back on Roman Reigns?
I'd say there's no way, but I don't know. Again, we've got that favor out there, lying out there, so we don't know what that is, and it may take a while for us to even know what that is. But
what did you think about the match in general with Rollins and Punk?
Loved it. I loved it, and they gave them so much time, because when they came out, I was like, damn, we still got another like 40 plus minutes on this. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was one of the better matches I've seen this year so far, PLEs included. Really fun. I knew they were going to do something dope for Madison Square Garden, and it was great. I watched the whole thing. It was one of those where I sat and actually watched it. Sometimes you get into a match.
Yeah.
You're like, like New Day, and it was like, all right, go get a drink, or I got to pee, whatever. I don't need to pause it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was great.
Solid guest appearance from Andrew Schultz. I thought was cool. I thought he did a good job with AJ Styles. At first, the Madison Square Garden, New York, wasn't really rocking with Schultz.
Yeah.
They were booing him a little bit.
Yeah. He's a type of guy that, like, I think you either really enjoy him or you just don't fuck with him at all. I tend to lean on the don't fuck with him at all. Yeah. But once he started saying, this is New York, this is, then they kind of got behind it. But yeah, I'm excited for Styles Paul. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I watched the was it Chris Van Zant or Chris
Van Vliet.
Van Vliet? Yeah, I watched his interview with AJ Styles, and it makes me like him even more. Like,
Mm-hmm.
to find out that he came back, had that real injury, and now he's back again. Like, AJ is gonna take he's gonna take advantage of every moment on this new path, and I'm excited to see what he does against Paul.
Yeah,
both athletic guys, man. Like, it's gonna be fun.
I can't wait. A lot of matches lining up to be good at Mania. So we just got to cross our fingers for no injuries. You know what I'm saying? And then everything goes great.
Did you catch the flub from Randy Orton when he was talking about I forget who he was talking about. He was like, and then somebody came out and he said it was Roman, but it wasn't Roman.
Oh no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I caught it. It was a weird promo. He took a long time on.
Yeah, I saw some. I didn't watch that. I didn't watch all of SmackDown, but I did see some clips and then him talking about being Pat McAfee being the second best punter in WWE was pretty funny. But
he wants to punt the head off of
KO.
KO.
Get it out of here. Yeah. What I'm excited for is if Cena does stay heel and we get that eventual Cena Randy match. I'd love that because that's both of those guys have history together, and Randy's close to that, title record as well. So that would just be fun story to tell. Which obviously Cena would probably go over, but I'm here for it. I'm here for the next year of wrestling, essentially.
We don't got a lot of time. We don't.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really think about it, Mania is here. Like, Mania is here. We're just a few weeks away from that, and then obviously we roll into all the other big PLEs for the end of the year. But we have I was telling Pop Out Aiden this. It's a great problem for the WWE, but we have so many big names that can have big storylines right now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to shoot that load on all in 1 year, right? Like, long storytelling is where we're at right now, and I'm here for it. There's not one storyline where I'm like, meh, you know, like I love where Chelsea's at, being the president, having where she's at. I love where she's at. I'm excited to see where LA Knight goes with this, holding the belt again.
Yeah.
Because I feel like LA Knight, he's gotten a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
The last year and a half. LA Knight's got a lot better on the mic, in the ring. He's heading in the right direction. I hear, breaking kayfabe, I hear they're not re-signing Shinsuke Nakamura though.
Oh wow! I wondered what the deal was, because it kind of he had the belt, they weren't doing anything, and then now it's off of him.
I don't know. He's another guy that I really like, and
I love Shinsuke. He would be huge. He would be great in AEW, like the way he can wrestle.
Let's hope that's where he's heading.
Yeah. Speaking of AEW, never mind. I'll save it for later.
Don't do my man. Don't do my 8 minutes like that.
No, nothing. Okay. No. That was a good match, though. I caught a lot of the AEW. I don't even remember what it was called now.
Yeah,
they said it like 300 times. But anyways, WWE, we will stay focused on for the moment. We got a couple minutes because you got to get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else do we need to talk about?
There was one thing that I noticed, that I've been noticed for the last few weeks. What is brewing up with Natalia and Maxine?
I don't know.
Have you noticed that they're in the back? They're always in the back talking to each other.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's just that they're there and they're like, "Hey, we need some people in the background." Could be. I don't know. The Breaker Balor IC title match next week should be interesting.
Banger.
I feel like maybe I missed it, but did they mention anything about a new member last night?
I did not hear a new member.
Okay, but it still feels like that's a thing, right? Like the past couple of weeks, that's been a thing.
Yep.
So maybe Balor loses this, and then they're like, "Hey, we need a new guy in here," and then we get old Malachi.
Bringing him back. I don't know where he fits in, but I think it'll be a good, aesthetically, it'll look cool.
Yeah.
But you know what else would look cool? And I was thinking about this. What if Jade teams up with Raquel and Liv? What if Jade needs some friends? What if we find out that Bianca isn't as innocent as she says she is?
I don't think Bianca is, but I also don't see Jade turning heel. That was a heel thing of her to do if you didn't know like what had happened when she came out and whooped Naomi's ass. But for her, she's just like, you beat me up. I was on the rise, I don't think I don't think Jade goes bad. I don't think so.
Is Raquel and Liv really heel though?
Yeah. Hell yeah, they are.
I don't think so. I think it's kind of like what they did with Rhea. They wanted Rhea to be heel, but the people said no.
Nah, I don't know if it's on that same level. Yes, they are for sure heels. They are for sure. There's no question. Raquel though just doesn't talk,
Yeah, not
but
no more. She used to.
yeah, they are heels. 1000%.
Hey, okay, so who is a random mask guy if it's not Chad Gable?
It kind of didn't look like Chad Gable to me, right? Did it look like him to you?
I thought for sure it was. Tavian was like, that's not Chad Gable. I was like, it is him. And then once he did thank you, it sounded just like him.
Maybe I was tripping, but like when I was watching it, I didn't feel like it looked like him. And maybe he looked too big. And maybe that's because he was who he was around, but he just, I don't know. I don't know who the hell it would be if it's not him, but it didn't look like him to me.
The mask said American Made on it.
What's that?
The mask said American Made on it.
Yeah, it did. But who? I don't know. I just think there has to be something more. We can't do the Hulk Hogan. We can't do the Hulk Hogan storyline when he came back as whatever the hell that was, Mr. America or whatever bullshit when he had the mask, or like Owen Hart when he was the Blue Blazer. Like, hopefully that is somebody different, and or they just, I don't know. Maybe it is him, but to me, it just didn't. It didn't feel like him. I don't know.
Who would set him up though? That's my thing. Because obviously it's not the Wyatts. Like the Wyatts they're on SmackDown now. We haven't seen them, but
I think that I don't know. Does it feel like they're done? There's been nothing. I feel like they're done.
Well, no,
because for the little breakaways we get with
Alexa.
But like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, let's stay positive.
All right. What else do we have to cover? Oh, the EO slap. I love that EO put her foot down. Said, forget both of you. Bam, bam, bam. This is where I'm weirded out though, because we got 3 faces in this match.
True. I mean, EO she can flirt with that.
We don't look at the past.
Yeah.
EO, everybody loved EO winning against Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley is over like Rover.
Yeah. I think they all can flirt with the heel face of it all, like, because Rhea is pissed, right? Come out mad, like, you stole this from me, very like Drew McIntyre-esque. Also, what got him going for? Anyways, EO has been bad, right? She can still do that. Bianca, we still need to find out exactly like what if she had anything to do with the Jade stuff. So I think we have time to tell that story, and for there to be one absolute heel, one tweener, and then one baby face.
I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited for everything that we have coming up. We are on a time crunch, Wonder, but I do want to know who is your wrestler of the week, and I'm pretty sure
I need you to go first, because I'm going to give it to somebody else if you have the same as me, because there was 2 and I can't decide.
Okay. We just mentioned this young lady. This is a new champ. She gave us a great promo. She has broken English, but I think her English is getting better. She had a great talk with Michael Cole. On top of that, she slapped the crap out of both Rhea Ripley and Bianca. I give it to EO Sky this week.
Okay, I didn't have EO. So this makes my decision even harder. Can I give it to 4? Can I have a 4-way tie for wrestler of the week?
Sure.
Is that bad?
No, that's equal.
Okay. So first off, the two men that I'm going to give it to, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, great match in the cage, Madison Square Garden, Monday Night Raw, amazing match. Obviously we get Roman, but I'm going to give it to those 2. And then I have another 2. And this is going to be the first time anyone in AEW has ever gotten wrestler of the week from me. And it's split between 2 women. And that would be our friend of the show, Mariah May and Toni Storm. What a match. What a possible ending to that storyline. Are we thinking It felt like it was over, right?
Huge
Do we get
climax.
Mariah May? Do we get Mariah May staying there, and you get a Sasha or Mercedes Moné type thing, or on the upside, do we get Mariah May coming to WWE? I don't know, but those are my 4: Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Tony Storm, Mariah May.
I love it. I love all of those. It was a great week for wrestling. Great week.
Was.
NXT has been fun too.
Yeah.
Ricky Starks, my man's been he's been killing it. Great promos, great action in the ring. Oba Fleming, it's been great. I love where wrestling's at right now, so you should be excited as well. If you want to follow this podcast on Instagram, you can follow us at Figure the number 4 podcast, and if you want to follow mine, you can follow me at Dre Rocca.
The Will Wonder Show on Instagram. Hug the people you love. That's all I got. Peace.